Hello, it's me, Zacchaeus, and I'm gonna do a video that what I observed this morning and what I experienced yesterday. As you know, I work at a department store, and I also do security events on the side. To make ends meet because I am poor. Okay, and I was called to do security, or rename. I would keep the name out the security company and the temp agency I work for on the side, so cause no legal situation, to work at the music fest. Yes, that was me acting a fool when the guy tried to jump into the Kendrick Lamar. That was me. If you saw me, that was me. My glasses on, okay? Some brother being thuggish tried to jump off, okay? So I worked at the music fest with Jason Derulo, some other person came in, and then Kendrick Lamar at the Discovery Green as security. And what happened was I didn't get to hear all the lyrics. I'm not too much a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I know I did a video about him, hope that he should win the Grammys, and now I'm starting to have a different opinion about that. No, I'm not cooning. It's actually him, and I do not consider him. I'm not trying to be Rashida Strover. It's the lyrics that it was used in the performance and people saying something, and I'm going to say. So when I was doing the security, I didn't get to hear all that because I had to focus on the artist. Somebody tried to jump on the gates and had to stop this brother being thuggish trying to jump off. And then we had people trying to come into the restricted area where I was working at. And I was being I had to be very aggressive. Now I see what security and police go through now since I had to play that role last night. Okay, so I was going to Google and see if someone filmed me, put me on their YouTube account or whatever, which I did. And when I found out that there was a person, two people, a Hispanic guy, which we remain nameless, who had his YouTube channel, was showing the part they're singing Mad City. And, where you from, my nigga? Okay, it wasn't folks of African American descent. We come in different shades because we're mixed, saying this. Yes, it was, and I saw it, and I know that because I was there. I didn't hear the lyrics. I was trying to get this person off. I was trying to control the crowd from coming to a restricted area. I didn't get to see, like I say, when I saw Jason Derulo, I heard it yesterday. I just saw him with his shirt off. I didn't get to see him because I did want to go see him at the rodeo. When I got my income tax, I didn't want to go see him in Pitbull. But unfortunately, I had to use that money for something important. Well, I saw Jason Derulo not face to face. Actually, just saw him on stage, and I saw Kendrick Lamar. And so what happened, I was looking for a video that just actually saw me trying to get the person off the gas. A young brother jumped the fence, okay? My on-site security supervisor had to stop him and actually scold him for what he did and kick him out. And I'm sure you heard on the news, I know now because I don't watch the news unless it's on YouTube or something, that that's my news. That they had to stop people from coming into the Kendrick Lamar. It was a free concert, you know what I'm saying? And people trying to get in, trying to get close to him, whatever. And that's a security officer. So let me get to the story. As I'm looking forward this morning, on Sunday morning, I'm going to go donate plasma, and then later on go to mass later on today, like I did tonight. I saw, folks using that word. I was hurt. Kendrick Lamar said that he's a conscious rapper, and if I don't know how old he is, I'm gonna have to Google him and see how old he is. I'm 36. Conscious rap was about fighting against racism and fighting the power, like Public Enemy said, and it was not about cooning, calling yourself niggas with attitudes, or use the word bitches and hoes, which is a universal term. Because I have used, but I don't use it to a certain race. I call men hoes and thoughts too. I call myself a male version of bitch. No, I do not like men in a sexual sense. What I mean is I'm a man, but I'm spiteful. So I'm not masculine. And people say I'm not masculine to them, to their standards. So I can be spiteful. Meaning I was being a male bitch last night. When that brother came in, I had to act a natural fool to kind of people get away from the area because it was getting too, when Kendrick Lamar had came. When I went to go look, like I said, when I go look for a video of me doing this way, it's like I said, I know people clown me like they always want to do. And these days, I see this Hispanic guy who was filming, and folks was using the word, "What's up, my nigga?" And Kendrick Lamar was enticing people to say the word nigga. Okay, now let's run back the Grammys performance when he actually won Grammy Awards. When he was upset that Macklemore won, and I kind of wish now that Macklemore had kept the Grammy Awards, and not because he's white. That I said that someone like Rachel Dolezal and Macklemore can be for black people, but people within the African American, whether like dark, whatever, we all mix, whatever, always go against us and use cooning stuff to make excuses. When I saw, and I actually defended Kendrick Lamar at the performance at the Grammys, and also, the Super Bowl with Beyonce, that's my girl, okay? When I hear you telling people, and I don't use the word, I hate the word nigga. I don't care if you black as talk. Don't call this camera skin African American, camera skin African American, Native American, Irish, and French Creole brother. That's what I'm mixed with. A nigga. If I was pure black, don't definitely call me that. Okay, I don't like that word. I hate that word. If we fight against racism, can we not invite it back in our lives by embracing that word? Okay, keyword embracing that word. And I was hurt. I was definitely hurt. Because Public Enemy and people who were conscious back in those days did not use that term of endearment. They knew it was offensive. And it's sad that you want to get mad about Macklemore winning or Grammy Awards, but yeah, you telling people paid by white folks, I'm sorry, I met when the owners, I'm not going to make names, it's offensive. If a Jewish person came in and said, y'all, what's up my kike? And I'm not being anti-Semitic, excuse me, the man up in that doggone cross was Jewish. And it's Jesus Christ. I'm not the perfect one in the world, but I do believe he's my Lord and Savior. Okay. Point is, if someone said speak a webback or something, if it was a Hispanic person saying this and enticing a non-Hispanic people to say that type of language, and I don't use that type of language, or said or honky, a cracker, and I do have white DNA in me, y'all would get offended. But with someone who been cooning and stepping Fletcher in a coon, yes, I am using the term what's his name? Kendrick Lamar, you're using, and I use as examples because I'm not calling folks those names. I believe in diversity. I believe in multiculturalism. I believe we're all human beings. The majority of in America are mixed. So I believe in bringing people in for integration, not segregation. But when you call yourself a conscious rapper, you whine about the situation about Macklemore not winning the Grammys, but you tell people to use the N-word, those are our African American descent race, but those who are not, or those who want to claim it, who got it in them, who don't look it, say the word nigga in a huge integrated crowd, I found it very disturbing. That was very insulting. And it reminds me of when the SEE fraternity was saying, when there'll be a nigga, S-A, okay, remember last year? Okay. And remember that old, wrinkled old woman who was a housemaid, wherever she was singing Trinidad James, gold on my chain, gold everything, nigga, and she jumped, nah. Okay, y'all remember that? Okay. Now she, it was wrong for me to say, no, excuse me, close, just came from Jordan. No, bitch, you should never say that, okay? You know it's offensive. You grew up back in those days when they were lynching folks. You know that from this wrong. So why would you use, like, for example, I hate the Redskins team. I'm mixed with Native American besides black and white. I wish you get rid of that term. That was a scap people and stuff. Come on now. The people who are, and I'm mixed with, that's here first before any other group came here. When we going to stop allowing racism and paying for it and actually embracing it? If we want to get rid of it, can we get rid of it? It's by using the word N-word. I'm not saying, okay, someone call me a nigga, I'm going to beat the person up, or they stop calling me a nigga. I'm not talking about in that term. I'm talking about calling yourself a nigga, telling folks who are both who are African American and not to call you that word, embracing that word, trying to act like it's positive. You might as well say slavery was positive. You might as well say lynching and Jim Crow was positive. You might as well say they on plantation was positive as well. Kendrick Lamar, you really upset me. Like I said, as a person who was at the concert, who was security, I did not get to hear everything was going on because my focus as security was to patrol the crowd and make sure you would not come to the restricted area. Especially when that brother being thuggish, and I call him a thug and a savage, jumping off, had to really call me an MF. Yeah, I heard all about that. Yeah. That situation. So I had to get very ugly and lose control and get very bipolar in order to control the crowd. Yes, I did. I got very manly yesterday, okay? Because people was getting out of hand. And speaking of the word nigga, The ones who was acting a fool, and I'm sorry, prove the word. Well, I'm not saying my people are niggas. You prove the stereotype instead of trying to be intelligent brothers and sisters too. You choose to go along with the stereotype that white race people love to see, that it was doing back in Jim Crow, that Hollywood was doing. And to Kendrick Lamar, I have to say, I'm not with that, I'm not with Rashida Strover. You can date any woman, light, dark, whatever. It's your business. But when you sit here claiming to be a conscious rapper and you're about fighting against racism, you tell don't shoot us, you made the Grammy Awards a performance, it seems like it's a slap in the face and you actually being a fraud. And tell people to sing the song Mad City, What's Up My Nigga. I'm sorry, I had to... Like I said, I didn't get this. I'm not too much a big Kendrick Lamar fan. I don't really listen to his music. I heard some of his music, like I heard last night. I haven't rushed to, you know what I'm saying? I'm more with Beyonce, okay? You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj. I'm more, yes, I do like Michael Moore, because, you know what I'm saying? I'm a cross-cultural person who's singing Latin music. I promote artists who are, like Iggy Azalea, but I make a video about her relationship and her man cheating and junk, which is hurtful for me to see that. Yeah, I understand it shouldn't be recorded, but I'm glad it did get recorded, because now we know what type of person he is, and she's going through a lot of psychological problems, so my prayers and my heart goes out to Iggy Azalea. You know what I'm saying? And I went through the same thing trying to become an artist and sing at the model and sing in Spanish, and people trying to diss me for it, so I exactly know where she's coming from. But then you have folks, dissing you and using you, which is that's what the brother was doing, who was sleeping with, other people claiming to sleep with Amber Rose. Y'all stop sleeping with that thought, please. That bald head, thought, I'm called like it is, okay? Y'all know what I'm saying, bald headed HOE, like we say. I don't care about her being mixed, black, white, whatever. She can be whatever. I just don't like Amber Rose all the time, okay? Just get on my nerves. I mean, slut shaming. If you probably call slut, like supposed to be called a nigga, you actually asking for disrespect you as a woman or a person of accurate descent. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, that I really was, and I'm offended by the people in the crowd saying that word, especially those who are not African American. Don't get me wrong. I hate when people African American use that word. I have correct people. Don't call me that word. They had to argue. I have been big, huge, hot debates with brothers and sisters too, who want to use that word and things come. Well, I'm always want to tell them, go on the plantation and start picking cotton and leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? You want to be called nigga. You want to embrace the word nigga. Be in the area picking cotton for being someone else's nigga, especially someone like Donald Trump. Okay. But I don't want to be in that situation. I'm the Josephine Baker. I'm the free man of color. I'm the runaway slave. I do not want to be social A, be the house nigga, the house slave, or the field slave. Y'all almost said the word to get y'all attention. I'm no nigga at all. Whether it be the house slave, the house nigga, or the field nigga. I'm no nigga. I am a person of African American descent, Native American, and Caucasian with caramel skin. That is my background. I'm a multiracial person. I'm a human being first and a multiracial American, and that's how I got here. That's how my roots and my ancestry got me here in this earth. Okay, I would not be talking if the mixing didn't happen. I refuse to call myself some derogatory term that was used to dehumanize me. And have someone like Kendrick Lamar go ahead and enticing the crowd to use that word. And I'm saying I didn't go to his concert. I didn't do I was too much work at the department store where I work at. But I was looking for more videos of yesterday's March Madness Music Fest, Final Four. That's exactly, it's funny. It's a college, game situation, okay? Yes, I know I'm getting a lot of hot, deep toe, but when you sponsor hatred like that and racism and racial exploitation, I had to speak about it as an American with my First Amendment right. When I saw, I'm getting this point, I don't want to be those false friends who of other races who was using that term that night. If I know they was my friends using that term and they use it behind my back, it's like me saying, I like you in your face, but I hate you when you're not around. I don't even want to be near you. You disgrace me. And I don't go use those words that I mentioned earlier that a person of those races use those words to entice those another racist crowd. So don't come in and say that you said this and that. No, I was doing examples. I am a diversity fighter. I'm for diversity. I'm for multiculturalism. Yes, I am PC and liberal. I'm a libertarian. I'm very proud of it. So therefore, I don't go around using terms like crack up when I mix with white anyway. I mean, I look in the mirror, I don't look like Akon, okay? I'm caramel skin because they belong with the American roots, okay? I don't have hairy their arms and chests and stuff, okay, and legs. And the American DNA didn't stop that situation, okay? Point is that I, you know what I'm saying, I don't go around calling for the W word, SPIC word, or use word KIKE. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny when Michael Jackson used the word Jew me, beat me, kike me, don't black, whatever he said, whatever he said, Jew me, screw me, don't, whatever he said. They don't care about us. Back in '95, they try to pull his album and told him to change the lyrics. But yeah, you have brothers over here being stepping fetchers like Kendrick Lamar and other NWA 2, who calls a nigga with an attitude, being stepping fetchers and jigaboos and coons of the modern day after Jim Crow. That's why there's some brothers I refuse to be friends with. I'll be cool with you. I mean, I can't change what you do in your personal life. You call yourself that, I feel sorry for you. I can't change your mind. When you try to play Karen Barrow situation with me and try to hoodoo and voodoo me, if y'all know what I mean, trying to manipulate me to go along with that mess and to me call myself a nigga, which I'm not, I would not fall short for somebody else. That's when I say no. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the reason why, I'm an uppity. Yes, I am an uppity brother, okay? And hey, if I want to be uppity, you got to think uppity, it ought to be uppity, okay? I'm not trying to be down and live down. So, that's the reason why I'm making this video, and I'm like, it just gets my nerve, it gets me, crack, this is wrong. And Kendrick Lamar, you are a fraud. You're not a conscious rapper. You are a coon rapper. And what you did, and I'm sorry, going back to what I was saying, he came in December, actually I didn't know about that, the Fun Fest, whatever it was, and I'm seeing white rappers, got the sister, she cooning, she being psychotic, I call her psychotic, being cooning, and what's up, my nigga? Baby, shut the heck up, okay? Then you had this white dude coming in. Now, don't get me wrong, he had mad skills, but don't go ahead and use the N-word. If you don't want to be called all type of crackers and all other stuff, don't use the nigga word either, okay? It's just like that white girl who got beat up by that light-skinned sister for using that word. That word has power in history, especially of slavery in this country. Just like the word redskin, I'm part of the American, I am offended of that. I do not rap redskins, PNF, whatever you want to call it, middle bid, whatever. I don't rap. I would not work. I would actually, to be true, that if they do ask me to work security to work at a redskin gang, I will actually turn down the job because I'm not gonna see here people throwing tomahawks. Because that's the first non-black mixture that I was taught as a child back 30 years ago that I was mixed with, and then later on I was learning about my white ancestry, okay, and my white heritage. Actually, like I was talking about my other videos, I have a white cousin that lives not that far from me that we're trying to meet up, and we've been texting back and forth because he's here in Perry. He does ancestry. That's how we met on ancestry.com. When my fourth girl was as a white woman, she had a mixed child on my mom's side, okay, who's my third grandfather who looked like a white man, okay. He was quadroon, as I was told. He was Creole, so she wasn't Creole. She was Irish and English, descended mostly English. And then, his father was died to him, had been Creole, but he passed for white because he was 3/4, okay? Nowhere in Texas, they got married, being interracial, even though they looked white, you know what I'm saying? But he had to pass. So that's my assumption. I hope I find more detail of my fourth grandfather who's in that situation. But that's my point. I'm for diversity in multiculturalism. I embrace it with my own roots as my own self. I'm not for hating people, calling folks racial terms, whatever. And I know folks we use the word redneck. Even my white cousin, who's a long distance cousin of mine, was saying the other relatives were rednecks. Redneck does not mean a white person. Can I please get that straight? It means a racist one, like Donald Trump, okay? And yes, I use terms like Sakata Aunt your mama. That's a sister who was slave-minded, who Willie Lynch version, you know what I'm saying? She's still caught up in slavery, and one day she treat her, emasculate her sons. She, you know what I'm saying? I go ahead in detail. She acting, ratchet and savage, and think that's part of being black, but it's not, making us look silly. As like, for example, Sister Patterson, okay, New York's mom, okay, thug, and you already know what thug, and thug, I use thugs for all type of people, okay, but when I say coons, they the ones who actually live like the Jim Crow stereotypes, who are cooning. So whoever white man who's working for a record label for Kendrick Lamar, who's paying all that money to coon, please stop saying you're a conscious rapper. I'm not worried street Strover because she just mad because she don't got no man like her Kendrick Lamar when she got a husband at home and worry about that man. Stop worry about. And I heard that she got a divorce, which I don't blame her husband because regardless she was light skinned, dark skinned. I don't want a woman trying to be the man in the house. But one thing I don't believe that Willie Schmitz that we stop practice. I believe one thing my grandfather he rolled the pants in the house. He didn't let my grandmother run and everything. She tried to, he stopped her. Okay, and that's where I get that from. Okay, and maybe not that masculine, but I get that from my grandfather and my dad, his dad. Okay, God rest his soul. Even though we had issues and problems, still representing him for things he did to me as well, how he mistreated me. But anyway, point is, I'm not gonna sit here and that's how I use my term. You don't like what I say, whatever. But I don't go around calling folks like, for example, terms of your hair-headed hooligans, and you know what I'm saying, just stupid. Folks want to wear weave in their hair. That's their business, okay? I just get tired of people trying to tell people what to do with their hair. A lady said about my hair being permed underneath these braids, okay? It's all mine too, okay? So I'm just letting you know that this is my point of view as American hair, right? And I'm just disgusted. Had to work an event, even though the main focus of the event was when I worked there was trying to stop folks from acting a fool and jumping off of fences while the man was performing. But then I go on YouTube in the Sunday morning and I see folks, what's up, my nigga? And it's all racist saying this. And I'm like, are we seeing 2016? This is like 50 years ago of the civil rights movement. Well, civil rights movement was doing it. Yeah, well, the bill was in '64, so actually 52 years ago. Really? Okay, you can't get mad at Donald Trump when y'all promote this mess. I'm just telling y'all, actually doing Donald Trump a favor, okay? And like I say, anybody that was at that concert, you see me public and you're another race, do not try to be a rainbow coalition with me. Okay? I'm very offended. Just like a Jew would not be friends with a Nazi, that's how I am. Alright? And you coons that was out there cheering and waiting when you ain't liking white folks saying that, we not brothers and sisters. Okay? That's all I gotta say. You disgrace. You're the coon, not me. At least I fight for our people. Yeah, I claim my mixed hair because that's who I got here for. That's how I'm not with that one drop rule that was made to hurt us. That helped slavery and Jim Crow. But don't call me a coon because I don't go by your expectations of what a cocoa black person supposed to live. But at the same time, I fight for our people. I fight the fact we should have rights and we have the rights of everybody else to be treated as human beings. But you sit here want to be dehumanized and treated like trash, like cattle. Do it on your own. Don't be crab barrel games with me. Don't play crab barrel games with me trying to drag me along with that mess. Because I refuse to go along with it. Let's see who's a coon there. It ain't me. I think it's the other person who's doing the criticizing. You criticizing me, what I'm saying. That's all I gotta say.